All right, welcome to Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I'm your host, John. And if you could kindly hit that like and subscribe button, it means a lot to us. And we had a passing in the NFL yesterday. Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts, passed away at 65. He leaves the team to his three daughters, who are all in positions of power in the organization. His health started to deteriorate after December 2023 incident, which has been described as an overdose. He's had a history with addiction, alcohol and pills. There was a infamous stop back in the day where they found, I think, 27,000 pills in his car. He was always an outspoken gentleman. He said his mind in a league where the owners really don't say anything controversial. They kind of just want to enjoy their billions of dollars and their superstar yachts. They really aren't, out there saying anything. Jim Irsay was definitely a cut above. He actually spoke his mind. He traveled with a band. Actually, last year in Los Angeles, the Jim Irsay band came out to a beach concert series, and he seemed like he had a lot of fun. Sometimes he seemed like he had a little too much fun. One of his biggest things was he obviously won a Super Bowl for Indianapolis in 2007. They beat the Bears. He had a great relationship with Peyton Manning, number one pick in the draft. And one of the saddest moments in the history of the Colts was releasing Peyton Manning in 2012. And it wasn't a ruthless move, I don't think, in terms of how NFL owners are. It wasn't like, Bob Kraft with Tom Brady. It was more of they got the number one pick. Andrew Luck was on the board, and they wanted to give Peyton a chance to revive his career. He went to Denver, did win a subsequent Super Bowl. Good for them. It was actually a win-win situation for everybody until Andrew Luck started dealing with some serious injuries and then eventually retired from the NFL. And in a 2023 interview with HBO, Jim Irsay said he'd been in rehab at least 15 times, and there's nothing wrong with being in rehab. At least he admitted his failings, and he seemed like an honest and sincere man. And for all the fans of the Colts, I'm sending prayers and love. He seemed like a good owner. Obviously, they've had some pretty rough times the last couple years. We'll see if they get it turned around. He had a quote, I think, in 2019 where he said, "We're going to win three division titles in a row," and they hadn't won one since 2014. And the interviewer said, "Well, you haven't even won one." He goes, "Well, you got to shoot for the moon." And that I appreciated that. A lot of these owners do things like that. Rest in peace, Jim Irsay. You were a unique individual, and we'll miss you. That's it from Off the Rails. If you could, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.